behind the scenes, because I'm pretty sure most people that do this have a second monitor. There we go. Alright, now we're apparently, air quotes, live, even though, yeah, you're seeing all of that. Anyways, how bad is my frame rate? This is a test stream. So, yeah, I just want to see how bad my frame rate's going to be. Okay, 25. Oh. Oh. About whenever I... Yep, it's functional. Anyways, welcome. I'm tired currently, which is the perfect mentality or perfect amount of energy to have as a streamer. Ew, yikes, that looks choppy on YouTube. Anyways, yeah, I'm just kind of here. I just wanted to do a quick test stream. I know this isn't going to last a long time. With AI, it's only going to be worse. Alright, well, I'm hearing myself. I want to test the audio levels. Choppy on YouTube. Anyways. Yeah, I'm just kind of here. I just wanted to do a quick test stream. I know this isn't going to last a long time. Yeah, this is going to be a problem because oh, yikes, the stream is frozen. Oh, no. Okay, AI is spawning. Please just don't spawn a T-Series. That's all I'm asking. Okay. Wait, no, the stream has not frozen. It spawned a T-Series. Of course it would spawn a T-Series. Of course. As I ask for it to not spawn a T-Series, it spawns a T-Series. I mean, that makes sense. Also 16 frames per second. I might just have one traffic. Because 24 frames per second is pretty low as it is. Anyways, myself talking is giving me quite annoyance. I don't know. I just want to see how long I can realistically drive in BeamNG without crashing. Because, you see, this normally, for most people, probably wouldn't be a problem, but I have a pretty poor steering wheel. It's actually pretty high quality, like it's made out of hard, nice plastic. But, anyways, we're just setting stuff up. Sorry if this is boring, but honestly, I do not care, because nobody's ever going to watch this in their entire life, because, I don't know, I kind of seem to hit, like, a sweet spot in Flight Simulator X content, so, you know. What am I doing? Gameplay. Yeah, I kind of just hit, like, a sweet spot in Flight Simulator X content, so, yeah. We'll just have it at, like, 2. Also, I put some more CPU, or not CPU, I put some more thermal paste on my CPU, so hopefully I can actually not overheat the CPU. Is have the MSI Afterburner stats on for now, just to see if it's doing anything at all. Probably isn't. Yeah, that's much nicer, just one AI car. I mean, it still tanks the frames, but it's whatever. I don't like having that down there. I'm gonna remove that. This is just a mess already. I wasn't prepared. I just kind of wanted to say, yeah, let's just hop in, have a good time, you know? I might want to get rid of that as well. It's kind of in the way. Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to stream, have some fun in BeamNG, because this is what I do when I have nothing to do, really. I just kind of sit around. Also, I'm using my rudder pedals as my throttle and gas, because who needs I mean, the rudder pedals are basically more expensive than any... Okay, well, there's only one AI traffic. The rudder pedals are basically more expensive than anything you could... Let's get rid of the GUIs. They're causing frame droppage. But, yeah, they're basically more expensive than any pedal you could possibly find for what they are. But they get the job done. Also, I'm not sure about the audio levels. I think the engine's probably a bit quiet, but that's fine. You can hear me talk better, which is something you obviously... Oh my god, my C... Okay, so I did not have enough thermal paste to actually put on my CPU. And I was hoping this would mean... Or not hoping. I was hoping this would be like, it's new thermal paste. Thing is, I've only replaced the thermal paste like probably less than a year ago. which, you know, might, traffic's already doing traffic stuff. But, you might be like, oh yeah, it might be time. But thermal paste generally lasts about 4 years, which it has not been. So I basically made my computer heat up faster, basically. Which is not what you want. Because I was like, it's starting to heat up a little bit quicker. But I did not have enough. I only had like a tiny bit of thermal paste left. And even that was just not. Because I just replaced the thermal paste. Fine, this transmission is actually transmissioning. That's rare for BeamNG. But I just replaced the thermal paste in my GPU, and I was amazed by it because I was like, wow, this is cooling it down so much faster. Because the thermal paste in the GPU, it basically was gone. Like, it did not exist. I'm already way off topic from BeamNG. Okay, just gonna. You know what? Why is traction control going off? I'm barely accelerating. Anyways, oh, you actually. Oh, BeamNG AI, you are something else. You know that? You are something else. Yeah, BeamNG AI is not the. If I did like American Truck Simulator or something, that would make a lot more sense because American Truck Simulator, it's a good car, or not good car. It has great artificial intelligent traffic. Because, you're going to be driving for like, I don't know, at most like 4 hours with them. You probably want good AI to go along with that, and it is. BeamNG AI, it is the most. It's. I don't know how to describe a BeamNG AI. It's like really bad, but it's also really good. Like, when it comes to driving and staying on the road, it actually does a fairly good job at it. Now, if you brake check them, they will just slam right into the back of your car with no hesitation at all. Mysterious second viewer has appeared. Hello. Uh, I still have no idea if second viewer is a real person or not. Second viewer just kind of appears, and I have no idea if they are real or not. So, welcome second viewer, or viewer 2. Because at most I've had 3 viewers on my stream. Now I don't know that's like if that third viewer is real or not. I want to say third viewer was real. Like, basically texting while driving right now. That's good. I don't want to have to have the emoji like screen up on my phone, which is, slightly annoying. Also, we got just a, SUV driving around, which isn't preferred. It's the older, whatever version that is. I forgot what it was. What car it is. It's the SUV, basically. I mean, I guess the Hopper is also considered an SUV. I just now learned that just a few weeks ago, I guess, I learned that a Jeep is actually considered what you call it, is actually considered an SUV. I don't know what else I would have thought a Jeep would have been, but an SUV is quite far away from. I was looking at the chat. Was quite far away from what I would expect it to be. I'm just going to close the live chat. There we go. It's quite far away from what I would expect it to be. I was like, maybe it's a hatch or something, but no, it's an actual SUV, which, whenever I think of an SUV, I think of like, like a Bronco or something. I don't know why I think of a Bronco. No, there's a new Bronco. That's a cool car, I guess. Also, we're driving the Sunburst. Haven't even said that. We're driving the Sunburst because I think it's an overall, all-around, well, I never started a timer. I wanted to time how long I could drive, but I guess the stream will just be my timer. Also, I wish I had more traffic, but this looks pretty bad on stream because YouTube is used to running at exactly 60 frames per second non-stop, and whenever you watch a video in anything less than 60 frames per second, it looks awful. So I'm trying to get every single frame per second I can get out of this game, and well, it's going okay. That's all I can really say. It's going okay. I was talking about the frame rate. Before talking about the frame rate, I was talking about something else. Anyways, want to do a BeamNG stream because firstly I wanted to see how well the thermal paste is doing, but currently the computer is at 65 degrees Celsius, so it's not doing diddly. Diddly squat. Is that a bad word? I don't think diddly squat is a bad. Definitely isn't. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what to do at this point. I might need to get some new thermal paste or something because that's the hottest this CPU's ever been. Now, it's a possibility that the temperature sensor just randomly started working again, which is a possibility, I guess, but I'm just talking, having a great time while driving and 20-something frames per second. It isn't normally this hot, but, I mean, while playing FSX, you know, I'm getting, like, 60 degrees, so I guess it makes sense while playing BeamNG, it's constantly above 60. The streaming, man, it just tanks the CPU, like, it just eats it alive, which is the reason why I'm nearly 100% sure I cannot play new Microsoft Flight Simulator. By the way, I learned something. I timed it. New Microsoft Flight Simulator launches like a considerably amount quicker now than BeamNG. Like BeamNG takes about, for me, about 45-ish seconds, somewhere in that range. I did multiple tests on multiple maps. It takes about 45 to about a minute and 10 seconds to load. New Microsoft Flight Simulator loads in like 20. It's amazing how quickly that simulator loads. I kind of wish BeamNG traffic oriented around a little bit and didn't just give you non-stop, you know, the SUV. I forgot what the car's called. Kind of wish it oriented around. I am off topic. I cannot stay on topic for longer than 1 second. Also, I'm slightly tired. I said that in the beginning of the stream, but I am slightly tired, which is, in my voice, a massive change, because it goes, well, I guess, while streaming is a massive change, because it goes from, like, sounding like, hey, guys, I'm energetic and stuff, to sounding just dead on the inside. So, oh gosh, why does this car's transmission go from, like, yeah, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of power to, I'm just going to spin up the tires and go crazy. I don't know where I was at previously. Come on. Upshift a little bit. You see, that's what I wish it did more of. Just upshifted like 2 gears, because I think this thing has like a 6-speed transmission. Sequential manual, which the thing has a manual edition, and I would generally pick the manual edition as I find it better. But, I don't have a clutch pedal anymore for reasons, and I could just press the buttons like a normie, but the problem is with that is the clutch in this game, I guess you would call it, doesn't really, I don't know, I don't like how it works. That's how I'll rate it. But you are basically using a sequential, however you say it, sequential manual, I forgot how to speak. But you're basically using that in this game whenever you use an manual, because it's basically a, you know, manual transmission, but with a automatic clutch. So it's a little bad. It's really not. It's not what I would consider good. I think this is just a loop, isn't it? Nope. It's not what I would consider good. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I can talk about my wheel more. I have a lot to talk about since I have never done one of these streams ever before. But the wheel I have is actually a fairly nice wheel. I'd say it's better quality than, you know, a car's wheel from like the 1990s. Far superior than a wheel from that era. But the problem is with it is well, it only turns 90 degrees in each direction, which basically gives me the consistency and look of like a Xbox controller, like, because it stays, if it was like free flowing, you know, and just kind of turned like that, it would be much nicer. But instead it just rocks on the middle, so it's basically like you're driving an Xbox controller, like it does this, which is a problem because if you want to smoothly turn, it doesn't do that. It's like meant to be a like racing NASCAR car driver thing. It came out, it's a Xbox 360 controller that I got for like a real racing game for Christmas. NASCAR racing game for Christmas. Still have it. Played it a few days ago actually. Just for, I don't know, just for the sake of it. But you can just hear the engine almost dying. But where was I? Yeah, it only turns 90 degrees, which is not great, and I wouldn't say it's the best for just driving around. Like, for instance, my blinkers are just some paddle shifters that it has on the side, which again are extremely nice paddle shifters. Like, they have a nice click to them. They're very nice paddle shifters. Everything with the steering wheel is nice, besides the fact that it only turns 90 degrees, which, oh, okay, I think the reason why I have a third viewer this time, and I'm like 90% sure, oh, third viewer just left. Third viewer just dipped completely. Thank you, third viewer. You just completely crushed my ego. But I very rarely get third viewer. So, I'm pretty sure the reason why I got a third viewer is because BeamNG is a much, much bigger fan base than Flight Simulator X has nowadays, I'd have to guess. Like, Flight Simulator X, it's a fairly small fan base, but me putting, like, you know, I don't know. Anyways, I basically mapped out this entire map in my head, because, you know, you never know when you might need to know that. I'm basically using it for realistic driving sake, because, I don't know, in real life, I have, like, major problems, remembering locations, and I'm pretty sure once I start actually driving in, like, I don't know, 8 to 9 years, I don't know, going off of our family's history, 8 to 9 years seems about accurate for me. I don't know, I'd like to get my license at 16. The thing is, I would have no reason to get my license at 16. A permit would be nice, because a permit, my granddad, you can't really see that well, still somehow has his license, so it would be probably good for me to have my permit, but I don't think I'd have reason to have a license, because until I get a job, which who knows how long that's going to be, I would have no reason to have a car of my own. I'd have no way to pay for insurance, gas, travel, tax, any of that. I'd have no way to pay for that. Not bills, but just tax in general. Like, I'd have no way to pay for any of that. So, yeah. Also, some people might be skeptical. I am actually driving this. This is me driving this car. Maybe I'll turn on live weather. This is me driving my car. I didn't just take over the seat of a AI car or anything. This is me driving. I can turn left. I can turn right. I can crash into a tree if I wanted to. This is me driving. That might be a thing the non-existent viewers might be wondering, but this is actually me driving. But yeah. My family's like, yeah, you can get your license at 16, but I know they ain't going to let me have my license at 16. Firstly, I don't know why they would let me have, like, the reason of having a driver's license, to my opinion, would just be like if you need to go to a job or anywhere on your own. A permit, I think, would be fairly handy to have in case of, you know, so you can actually drive, but you don't need to actually drive on your own. I mean, I'm fairly confident. I'd say I'm confident in my abilities to turn a wheel and press a pedal, but I don't know. I just don't think I'd have a reason to get my license at 16, because there ain't no way I'm having a job at 16. Even McDonald's would be like, hey, you're pretty underqualified, you have quite a big stutter. You know, even though if McDonald's say, hey, you want a job, I'd be like, yeah, sure. Even though I mean, I'm technically like almost 14. I don't know what legal age you can get a job at without it technically be considered as child labor. But I have a feeling like putting a 5-year-old on the McDonald's shift would be something. I don't know how that legal stuff works. See, like, if I'm only like, what, 2 years away from being 16, 1 year away from getting my permit, so like, I need to learn all that in 2 years. And I'm sorry, but school, I feel like, isn't going to teach you that until a little bit later, sadly. It's like, okay, school, you have important things to teach me about life. I do not need to know about a volcano that erupted 90 years ago. Like, that's just kind of my opinion on school. Is like, I don't need to know about a volcano that erupted 90 years ago that I'll never use in my life because the path I'm going down isn't really important for that. I don't need to know about a volcano, okay? I'm sorry, school. I know you might be a little bit offended by that, but I don't need to know about a volcano that erupted that time ago. But anyways, yeah, that's just kind of my opinion on school. It's like, okay, you have important stuff to teach me about life, but instead you're telling me how to survive an earthquake, which, based on my geological location, I don't think it actually that. I heard that in a YouTube video, and I have no idea who it came from, but yeah, I mean, it's true. Basically, I'm like, I mean, actually, North Carolina does have a few earthquakes. Like, I'm pretty sure there was like a pretty bad earthquake like about a year ago. There was like a sizable earthquake, like it existed, which by itself is scary. I find the fact that we are living on a rock in the middle of space, traveling not thousands, but are we traveling? I don't know. Like traveling thousands of miles an hour in the void of space. Does that? I feel like that's just a very sad thought altogether. You know, like that's just a sad, sad thought of like we are traveling like thousands and thousands and thousands of miles every hour. You know, we are traveling far enough to basically go around like the sun, which like I'm pretty sure like I don't know if we sent like a rocket or something into space. I don't know how well that would work, but I don't know how long that would take, but I have a feeling it would take a very long time. But yeah. I don't know how I got to this. Oh yeah, earthquakes. Yeah, like the fact that we're just on a planet that at any moment could decide I'm not going to exist anymore is horrifying to me. Like it's horrifying to me that that is a thing that can happen. I don't like, and then whenever you think about it, like you start getting like a sense of gravity, I guess, or like movement or something weird, just making it you feel like you're not actually on the ground or whatever. I don't know. The temptation to floor this car right now is so much, but I'm not going to do it because I'm on stream. If I was normally playing this game, I'd just do this for a few hours, but I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I want to see how long I can realistically possibly drive for in BeamNG. Also, the quality. I'm noticing this probably is like making some people sick. I don't know, but like just the like trees and stuff are pixelated. I feel like BeamNG is another game that would really gain quite a bit from. Are you going to crash into this guardrail again like the last guy? Oh no, you just decided not to go. Okay. Alright, well, I know you're probably going to pull off right here like the last guy. Aren't you? What are you going to do? Oh, you decided not to. Congratulations. The side of your car thanks you for your option. Let's go this way this time. I tried to pull the blinker. I think I turned on my headlights. No. Anyways. I love that blinkers auto cancel in this game. I could never forget blinkers because of the obnoxious but it's still a nice luxury feature to have the blinkers auto cancel. But I don't know how I got earthquake school. Oh yeah, school. It's like you have all this time to teach me how to actually live in a modern day Earth. And yet you're telling me you could be teaching me about taxes, okay? But instead you're teaching me about volcanoes. That's actually a thing I got. I was like, yeah, this volcano erupted this many years ago. Please fill in the blank on how many people were killed or whatever. I don't remember what it was. But it was like, when is somebody going to ask me this? And will this ever play an important role in my life? No, it won't. But you gotta learn it. Apparently, you gotta learn it. It's like, yep, I'm gonna learn it. That was like 2 years ago or whatever, but it's still like put a bad taste in my mouth. It's like, yep. I mean, obviously, back then I was like, yeah, sure, let's just, I don't know, do whatever. I don't care. I don't know how bad just ran over that bump. I don't know how bad the sounds of my steering wheel are, because I'm just, like, having my hands on the steering wheel. That's probably coming through the microphone pretty bad. Transmission is quite nice in this thing. I mean, it's not the fastest shifting thing in the world. I mean, again, I wish I had my clutch pedal still intact. But as the cheap China, poor quality plastic said, no. I'm going to bend slightly far enough so the gears aren't touching anymore. So you cannot actually properly, use the clutch. And it will just kind of strip every time until you can't use any of it anymore. And it's like, okay, thank you. Thank you, cheap China. Like, it was cheap plastic as well. Like, the pedal basically didn't even exist. The problem is, with all the pedals I've actually had, even including the cheap plastic China pedals, I want pedals that are actually kind of like up on a stand more. Like, I think I mentioned this at some point, but I tried using my flight simulator yoke as as an actual foot pedal. I don't know how I intended on flying the flight simulator afterwards. Am I back on the lumber? Oh, yeah, I am. But I intended on using it as a flight simulator yoke. Or not a flight simulator, okay? Pedal by putting it sideways so I have a bit more realistic feeling throttle. But unfortunately the thing just kind of fell apart. It did work though for like 3 flooring it down to the floor. It did actually work, and it felt like a proper throttle, because unlike the rudder pedals that I'm using right now, which I actually fairly like, I just kind of put the tip of my foot onto the pedal and it just kind of goes. I have plenty of control over the speed and stuff. I actually really like the stuff. I would actually prefer to use the brakes, but as I've already mentioned in multiple of my flight simulator streams, the brakes on my rudder pedals don't actually work. So I'm not going to do that. I'm a bit heavy-footed. But that's mainly because I just want to get up to speed quickly, which probably is bad for my gas mileage. Speaking of gas mileage, I don't know what my miles per gallon is. This cars in BeamNG get a bit much miles per gallon. What is going on with the bridge on the reflection? Cars in BeamNG get quite good miles per gallon. Like, it's quite outrageous. Like, I'm pretty sure throughout this time, cruising going about 40, I've probably been getting about 30, 38 miles per gallon. I don't know how realistic this is. Like, I guess like you would compare this to like a Mitsubishi Lancer or something. Actually, wait, what brand is this? This is Hiroshi. I feel like Hiroshi is basically Mitsubishi. Anyway, yeah, you'd probably compare this to like a Lancer or something, because it kind of has that same body style. Definitely doesn't have the same, like, I don't know, interior plastics, because Lancer is a Lancer. It's a economy sedan. But gosh, that's the reason why I don't text and drive. I was looking at the thing, no. But what was I doing? I don't know. I'm sounding like somebody right now. I don't like that. Almost hit the guardrail there. Again, I wish I had a better steering wheel. I guess I can just swap it back to the steering wheel talk, because I like the steering wheel I have, because it's cheapish. Like, I'm sure if you bought this steering wheel right now, it would probably run about $60, which, if you compare it to like the couple $1,000 like modern day steering wheels, is pretty good. I'm actually thinking for a Christmas present I might just get me a proper actual real steering wheel. Not like a real steering wheel, but like the PlayStation 4 steering wheel. I forgot what it was called. It was like Thrustmaster or something. I think that's the brand name. I'm not sure. But yeah, because I think it's a fairly good steering wheel. It has force feedback, which is great. It actually doesn't have like a proper center point, so I don't look like a controller newbie all the time, which I basically am. Again, this is probably to the computer an Xbox 360 controller because it has like all the Xbox 360 controllers. I can probably find whatever it's called. It's somewhere on here probably. Um, yeah, it's probably on here somewhere, but I don't know where it is, so yeah. Let me see if can I find it anywhere? It's like I don't know what it's called. It's a nice steering wheel though. I love it because I can just kind of chuck it on the floor. I don't have to worry about it breaking. But the thing is, if I get an expensive steering wheel, firstly, this thing just has like 4 suction pads. You plop it on your desk and you're ready to go. With one of those steering wheels, it's like a proper steering wheel, so you have to like do a bunch of stuff to actually like put it into like a desk or something. And I don't really like that. I just want this steering wheel that I have right now, but without like the center lock point thing or whatever it is. Let's go down to the city again. I think I know a simple. Wait, no, that was the simpler route to the city. Oh well. But brain, come on now, brain. I don't know. I'm really trying to think about what I'm trying to say right now. Oh yeah, I just want the steering wheel with like I forget what the standard turn radius is, but like a 3-turn lock-to-lock steering wheel. 3-turn lock-to-lock steering wheel, I guess that's what you would call it. So I can properly turn the wheel and have it, you know, not just turn 90 degrees and that's over. Because I have like the linearity way down, so like, you know, early on it's like basically 1-to-1. Because if you have it be a flat line, you'll basically like turning it a tiny bit will basically turn the wheel over like 90 degrees on the actual car, which is not generally what you want. Yeah. Wait a second, it might be like, it might not be 90. I think, yeah, it is 90 degrees. Yeah, I just kind of want that. Because everything else I like about the steering wheel has plenty of buttons, so I have like, I have one button for my cruise control. If I can do that really quick. I have one button for my cruise control. So if I want to just go like 40 on the dot, set the cruise control. Now the cruise control is just going to take over and do its thing, which is really nice, and I like it. Now, since I've acknowledged that I can use it more. This is all on the D-pad, by the way. I can use the top button for, you know, headlights, brights, all that stuff. Y and B is for that, and X and A is for upshift. Start, yes, start is for camera change, or no, start is for restart the car, and back is for, well, I don't know what these are on the normal Xbox, but 360, but back is for changing the camera, so I can go outside and all that. Oh gosh, I just already ran off the road. That's how much it disorients me. But I don't think I have any other ones. I think like, no, okay. Oh yes, LSB, or left side button, I think it's called, or whatever. That's for menu, and LT is for nothing, RT is for nothing, and right trigger button's for nothing. Middle Xbox button just brings up the Xbox home menu, and I don't think I can bind it to anything, so it's not. And the 2 paddle shifters are for blinkers. That's nice. And they make it a nice click. Though I'd most certainly prefer a actual blinker where you flip it up and turn it down for the actual blinkering, but I got what I got. Also, I turned the wrong way to go to the city. I guess I can go via the... I guess I can make a turn somewhere. I was about to say I could just go down to the gas station and turn back around and then go all the way back up there, but that would be incredibly around it. Here we go. Right here. Pretty sure you meant to turn on your blinker before you actually do that, but oh well. Let's just make a perfectly legal turn here. Lock up the brakes while we're at it. Why not? ABS is really doing its job. Also, I got a haircut today, which generally wouldn't be a problem, but even though I took a shower after having said haircut, I already have hair I just have hair just sticking into my back. That's was just trapped under my hair or something. Let's get my hair cut at home. My mom does it. Does a fairly good job, but the problem is, like, take a shower, and it just kind of gets everywhere. So then there's inevitably just that one little hair that just sticks in my hair, and just falls down into my shirt and just stabs me, and I don't like it. It's annoying. Anyways, we're heading back towards the city. Have I already passed the turnoff for the city? I think I have. That's how you know I'm good at this game, when I pass the turnoff for the city, even though I just... Whatever. Cruise control. Go. Do your job. Yeah, this is I think it's a 6-speed. I don't know what else it would be if it wasn't a 6-speed, so, you know. Anyways, I don't know what else to say. Like, BeamNG is a cool game. That's all I can really say. Like, BeamNG is a great game for, like, you know, crashing around and stuff. Let's go off-road a little bit. Why not? You know, I said realistically drive. Let's just say you need to deliver something off the road. You know. Oh gosh, I ran into a bush now. I want to keep it 0 node damage. I don't know how possible that is, but I'm going to try to keep it with this car with 0 node damage. Also, this is the wrong car to, you know, go on an off-road trail like this. It can do it, but if you try to accelerate at all above like 20% power, it'll just kind of, yeah, turn on traction control and go crazy. Alright, we got a, you know, SUV up here. A car that probably is built for trails like this every single day, all day, but Hiroshi Sunburst is not. Yeah, like exploring it. Traction control just popped on just from me downshifting. That's great. I really wish I had the manual of this car, because I just have it on like 3rd or 4th right now and just be cruising. But again, my clutch pedal broke because it was the cheapest, most... Gosh, my tires are just skidding. Alright, so what do we want to do? We want to go back to this city, I guess. We will make it to the city, eventually. So I just need to head straight until I see the bridge and then just brake. I have this map mostly memorized, but, doesn't mean I have it completely memorized. Thing I wish the AI would actually speed. Just took my headset off and my ears hurt. That's the one problem with headphones. Your ears hurt after wearing them for too long. Then you take them off and you're like, wow, my ears feel like they are just broken. Which is really annoying, but, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I had to scratch my leg. That's always good. Good thing to do while driving, you know, your, you know, like right leg, which in America is the only leg you use for driving, because the other leg is useless. Actually, wasn't there like a rule where like one hand was always like dirty or something? I don't know. Ooh boy. I love how much power this car has, because like it's not fast. Like, I mean, it is fast. I'd say it is fast. I don't know what 0 to 60 time it does. Probably does 0 to 60 in about 6 or so seconds, but probably 6.5 or so seconds. But it's fairly fast little car. It just, I don't know. I like it. I think let's just pass this dude up here. You know, let's just say we don't like his rule-abiding 60-mile-per-hour speed limit. We need to go 60 miles per hour only. Wait, I think this is actually a turnoff. Yeah, I think, yes, this is actually a turnoff up here. This is the turnoff. I was about to show off. Oh, wait, oh gosh. Okay, move the keyboard up. Yeah, it was just a sound of the parking brake probably wanting to die. There we go. This is a good launch point. So let's just test this thing's launch abilities, okay? Alright, so here we go. Full power. Right up to 60. There you go. Yeah, that's about... It's actually like 3-something seconds. That's actually pretty fast. In my opinion. Yeah, like, it's just a super little fast little car. You can just kind of do whatever with it. It'll generally give it to you as long as it's handling really. Like 40 around that 25 turn, it did pretty well. Let's just follow this dude, not even brake. Yeah, you see, I'm already starting to go insane. I said how long I can drive in BeamNG or without giving up. I should have. I wanted to say realistically, but then the thumbnail that I made wouldn't make sense, which it's already a pretty bad thumbnail. I made it in about 5 minutes with mild confusion because it was a PNG and not a JPEG. And thing is, people were always like, you should use a PNG because PNGs are, you know, JPEGs destroy the quality. And it's like, firstly, it's a 1080p picture. I don't really see how much quality is being lost there. But if it's like a 4K picture, yeah, sure, use PNG. But the thing is, PNG uses a lot of memory and storage and stuff. So, like, I just like, and also YouTube was like, hey, you can't upload a 2 megabytes file. I'm sure that's something because I'm not in the partner program yet, and I probably need to. The thing is, I'm not sure what I should rate my videos as, because, like, I'm not a child anymore, I'm 13 plus, so I shouldn't have to be COPPA, whatever. The COPPA thing still kind of scares me. I know it's mostly nothing to worry about, because especially with a YouTuber my size, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Oh no, you upload a video. Like, I list my videos as, like, now forget, because I won't live chat. I want to see the non-existent chat messages whenever somebody besides my mom decides to say, hey, I exist, acknowledge my existence, please. But you know, so I won't live chat, and I have to have it be a video for not for kids. I just wish there was a mixed bag thing, you know. I wish there was a mixed bag selection. You know, it's like I'm pretty sure there is an option for that. And yes, I did just turn on cruise control. Be mad at me, but I'm pretty sure there is an option for that. But I'm not exactly sure. If I set the time going, add a little bit of interestingness to this, because I don't think I can stream much longer. I'll probably just go to like 1 and then just stop streaming because I need to go to bed, got stuff to do, and also I want to keep a sleep schedule of an extent. I stayed up like all day and all night yesterday because I basically woke up at like 3 because that's how broken my sleep schedule was back then. I woke up at like, you know, like 3 p.m. Okay, woke up at 3 p.m., stayed up till like 6:30, and that's when I went to bed. Like 6:30 was when I actually fell asleep. That's not a good sleep schedule if you didn't know. You should be waking up at 6:30, not going to bed at 6:30. So, I'm trying to go to sleep around 1. 1 is kind of my goal. But I don't know if I can do that. Because the thing is, my body's already, like, used to being like, yep, 6 o'clock, that's a separate time to go to bed. Nope. Then my mind is like, but the world's like, no, that's when you should probably be waking up. That's just a problem that I have. My sleep schedule is in desperate need of repair. Please send help. Because what I did was, I stayed up, I woke up at 3:20 p.m. like I normally do. Stayed up all night, never slept until about like, what time was it? It was like 2:40 where I was about to die, basically. So then I just fell out, basically, and died, as I said. We're heading towards the dock area right now, in case you were wondering. But, yeah, I just basically died. I could not handle it anymore. So then I just took like a 15-minute nap, because I just set my alarm and stuff for like 15 minutes later. 15 minutes later, I wake up feeling dead. You know, I'm just feeling just as dead can feel. So, you know, it was a bit kind of scary. Not scary. I wasn't scared of my health or anything, because here's the thing. I don't know how people stay up for like 48 hours straight. Like, the guy is... I thought I could actually possibly, you know, have a chance to stay... Do I hear a T-Series? I thought I could actually possibly have a chance of of staying up like maybe 2, maybe even 3 days if I'm really pushing. No, about 22 hours is roughly my limit. And also, I have like a Sony Walkman, and it's like a little iPod like music player thing. It's from like I think it said it's like from 2012 or something. Let me see, made in China. So, I don't know when it was made. When I reset the date and time on stuff on it, it was like that. Anyways, I've had it for like 4 or so years. Um, yeah, I've had it for like 4 years, and like I basically used it its entire life, the entire time I've had it for just listening to random music. Anyways, I dug it out, and I haven't used it in about 2 years. So remember, 2 years ago I was stupid, but I haven't used it in about probably actually a year. But still, a year ago I was stupid. Dang, a year ago is 2020. Dang, basically 2020. I don't know, man. But basically a year ago when I got it, or when I stopped using it, I was dumb. So, uncultured, basically. That's all I need to say. But, so I randomly just dug it out as I was searching through random stuff. Couldn't find a charger for it. I was like, I really wanted to use it. About a week later, I asked some people, and they had a charger. So I plugged it in, started charging, and firstly, that screen is the most destroyed, most scratched up thing. Like, it has like a plastic outer layer of screen, like it's not actual screen on the outside, it's just plastic, which is a problem because plastic get dented, or not dented, but scratched very easily, and the underside glass screen is actually cracked in like 3 places. I'm like, how has that happened? It's under plastic, under a thick layer of plastic. How does that happen? But it did, apparently. So yeah, the plastic under basically is just completely you can't basically see the screen. And also, sadly, it only has like a couple hundred. It has like I think it has 2 point something, 2.3 something gigabytes. Does not have much memory on it, which is sad because I was like, maybe I could upload like a movie or something and watch it whenever I'm outside on like the what screen does this have? Maybe like a 2 by 1.5 screen. 2 by 1.5 inch screen, whatever it has. Probably about 3 by 2 screen, actually. Whatever it has. Type of screen, you know. Watch, like, I don't know, random movie. I don't know, Toy Story or something, I don't know. The wheel screw, like, stop moving this thing incredibly easily. I find it kind of scary. Because, like, what if real cars do that? I know they don't, but what if real cars do? But anyways, I'm trying to find a way. Oh yeah, so I plugged it in, and I was just scrolling through the songs, and apparently we have like YMCA on that thing, and I'm like, great. Because like, I didn't back then. I was like, what is this YMCA? Get it off of my Walkman. You know, this is my Walkman. I don't know what this trash music is. But like 2 years later, I'm like, yes. Why do we have this downloaded on my Walkman? Like, I remember getting it was like, for some reason I remember it was exactly $80. And I was like, I just remember buying it was in like Best Buy or something. Got it with my granddad when he was able to see. You can still see fine. It's just a bit blurry in one eye. And the lights affect his eye weird and stuff. But, he also has like a pretty bad case of glaucoma. Glaucoma, something like that. But got it in like, I don't know, like for a very long time ago. I'd say it was like 5 years ago or something. Probably said it was like 4 or something years ago. It was a longer time ago. I think it was like probably 7 or something whenever I got it, but that wouldn't. Would that make sense? Yeah, that would actually make sense. But yeah, I was like 7 or something when I got it. So I didn't really know much music. You know, I didn't know music back then, but now I'm like, we have YMCA on this thing, and I think we have like oceanfront property, something like that. I don't know how many people know that song. Bunch of other random songs on it. I'm like, wow, that's cool. Like looking back on it, and I'm like, I didn't know that. Reason why I wanted to check it out so much was to see if it actually had Bluetooth. It does not, which is actually kind of a shame. Though it has like a FM radio on it, and it is actually pretty amazing. I mean, I say it's amazing. It's not a good FM radio at all, like by car actual radio standards. It's pretty trash. But it's actually good-ish. Um, you know, a good-ish radio. Like it actually comes through clear basically in all situations, unless if it's like covered in any way or like there's any underlying weather conditions or anything. How have I not crashed? This has like been like an hour or something of me just driving around, and I basically used no gas. The thing is like a great economy car. I might drive a car that actually shows me losing gas because that might be a bit funner. Yeah, that's how much gas I've lost from driving around for basically an hour. That's fuel economy for you. But yeah, just wanted to see if it had Bluetooth or not. But it didn't, because it's from like 2012. I guess Bluetooth wasn't as widespread, but I think Bluetooth was still pretty widespread back in 2012. In my humble opinion, I'd say it was pretty. Dang, that's some body roll. Like a sporty roll car, and it had considerable body roll. Anyways, yeah, basically, I just wanted to see if I had Bluetooth. It did not, which makes me a bit sad because even some cars in 2012 had Bluetooth, so I find it kind of silly that it doesn't. But especially since it's a music device, like I don't know, you can get like Bluetooth to like audio jack things for like I don't know, maybe $12 or something on Amazon. So it's not a huge deep. Why did the brakes? I only had like 15% brakes applied. I don't really think the things that I find an issue with BeamNG is the suspension. It's a little bit floaty, and I think the tires are a little bit loose, in my opinion. That's really my only two complaints. And I've never driven a real car. Those are just things that I think because like I don't know. That just seems. Oh gosh, am I actually going to lose it here? No. I don't know. It just kind of seems maybe a little understeery as well. That just comes with body roll. Besides that, it's like one of the best games for everything. Like, yeah, I don't know if you want to do some off road, and go do that. You know. How long have I been streaming? Started at like what? 11:50. I think I started at basically an hour. I've been streaming for 50 minutes, so basically an hour, and I've not wrecked once. What? Normally, whenever I'm normally driving, I've wrecked multiple times now, and this is the worst frame rate by far. The CPU heavily wanting nothing but death. The CPU is actually hotter than the GPU. I find that kind of scary. But, I also have like a $20 Amazon, actually I think it's $25 Amazon gift card that I've just never used. Which I should use. Because I've had it for like, I think I got it like 2 Christmases ago, and I've just never used it. Which is kind of a shame, because I feel like I have like so many little quality of life things that I want. But I've asked people, because I'm not, again, school. Tell me how to purchase things on Amazon. Like, I feel like school lacks major future-proofing, you know? I feel like school, it lacks major future-proofing when it comes to, like... Oh, wait, that's a brake pedal. When it comes to, like, stuff like that. Anyways, I'm gonna probably drive around like a pickle for a little bit. Piccolina. I really like Sunburst. The Sunburst is probably like up there with one of my favorite cars in the game, just cause it's an economy car. Also, I'm just gonna have some fun in it. Oh wait, it does roll forward like an automatic. That's nice. Wait, I'm just gonna have some fun real quick. Turn traction control and all that off. Okay, wow, this thing just... Do you even do donuts? You don't, do you? Parking brake? Handbrake? Car probably has a parking brake, honestly. Okay, fine. You know what? I wanted to do donuts. I couldn't do donuts. Whatever. Let's get in the bullide. Actually, the bullide's manual. Dang it. Again, I want to drive a manual. It's just, I can't. I can't drive the pigeon. Or the widgeon. What's a gas guzzling automatic? I want to drive the pickle, but I can't drive the pickle. The Corvette? Got the Trishai? I don't know. Oh wait, yeah, we got lovely slush boxes like this fine contraption in this thing, Dualmatic. Now that's a classic vehicle right there. Getting rose pink. Because I feel like that's a very fitting car for me. I do not. Actually, pink, I don't know. Pink isn't... I don't know what to say about pink as a color. That's more of a burgundy pink, actually. I quite like it. Anyways. Let's just, have some fun real quick. Just kinda... These are... Okay, wow, I was expecting... Any tire spin? Okay, you know, that's... You idiot. Okay, I think BeamNG AI wins it. Okay, they actually busted their windshield out. Great. Come on. A little bit of... Okay, wow, this car is like... Okay. I guess we have a 2-speed automatic in this thing, so... We ain't gonna be getting anywhere that quick. Gonna turn on our cruise control, and while at it, turn on the lights, apparently. We'll say, added the new BeamNG... Transmission actually downshifted. That's... Did it downshift? No. Did it? No. I'm going to turn cruise control off because I don't think that's the most realistic thing from a 1960s car. Imagine if a 1960s car had that, though. It would be the most popular 1960s car in the world. Because it has cruise control, it's fancy technology. Then other automakers will just simply copy it. Bam. Profits made. Cruise control is now a brand new thing. Everyone has it. News articles about how it's apparently unsafe. As honestly, that's with any new technology though that the world comes out with. It's like, oh no, this overall spectacular technology is actually bad because of this one tiny flaw that can easily patched. Like, I think by watching this, if you know who Technology Connections is, you probably guarantee that I watch them, and it's because I do. But I mean, guess I can talk about other YouTubers. That's always a topic. My voice is actually starting to hurt a little bit, which is scary because my voice never hurts. Ooh. Oh, old cars, how lovely your drum brakes are. Anyways. What was I trying to talk about here? I don't know. Yeah, other YouTubers, I guess, like Technology Connections. If you do not know who Technology Connections is, which you probably do, they have some pretty popular YouTube videos. If you don't know who they are, watch them probably, because like they're good for like any time that you are trying to relax, but you don't want something that is too relaxing, because like they have a very good scripted voice, I guess. Like off script, they're just completely awful, but on script, they're pretty good when it comes to just talking. Like me. Nope, that's a lie. I'm very bad when it comes to talking off script. Yeah, I'm just bad at talking off script. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end it in about 2 minutes. I just kind of want to hop in the Burnside for a little bit and just enjoy life. Because the Burnside's good. And also, I think this will be my one successful stream. I was expecting to crash at least like 5 times during this entire stream. Also, I intended to time my times, but I guess you can just kind of watch the stream and do that. Also, why does this old 1960s car have like a modern looking odometer like any new car? I don't know if that's just something BeamNG did, or if that's something actual mm, mm, automakers do. I don't know. I would have just pressed the brake there, but honestly, I know there wouldn't have been any AI car coming, so. Yeah. And also, these drum brakes are not useful at all. I mean, if you put too much brakes, the thing just locks up, so I don't think there's much use. You know, one thing I thought about, I don't know if this is the concept by drum brakes work, I don't think it is, but like, if you had just like an expanding cylinder in the middle, and the wheel around like a cylinder, basically, a hollow cylinder. Let's see how this thing does. Let's see if how well it's... Oh my god, the brakes. But I would like, I wonder if like an expanding cylinder, we're in it right now, by the way. I wonder how an expanding cylinder would work inside of like a cylinder, and have the wheel on basically a bearing brake, a brake bearing. Where like if you press the brake, the inner cylinder would expand, clamping up against the outer brake. I don't know how that would work, because the concept of disc brakes I think is kind of simple. I don't know why it took them so long to develop disc brakes. I mean, like, you know, drum brakes. They're kind of just existed basically from the start of vehicle, but like disc brakes have only existed for about, I don't know, 30 years maybe. I don't know how long disc brakes have existed for. Probably about 35, 38 years. You going to downshift? There you are. But yeah, but it just basically clamps like a shoe onto the thing, the spinning thing, clamps down and stops it from moving. Is that just simple or like what? I find that incredibly simple, and I don't know how it took humanity so long to figure that out. But whatever. I was kind of hoping me putting this, I might get a few views because, you know, it's because YouTube works, how YouTube works, which I actually kind of like. YouTube has actually been very kind to me so far, because like a brand new channel got a video with almost 100 views. I find that kind of funny. Like, to the outside world, a brand new channel got a video with 100 views, because putting it in game tab store things has just completely obliterated everything, because it's like flying around the world in Flight Simulator X, which is a completely clickbaity title, and I love it. I'm going to use it again. How? I don't know. I just am. I don't know how. But that was like, that video's all, I don't think it ever will, because I'm pretty sure it's, all the hype around it has kind of died down, because it's like, ooh, man's flying around the world, 100, or like flying around the thing in one sitting, what? And then they just look at the video and hear me, and they're like, okay, you know what, I think I'll peek that. Even though watching the video, I actually watched it for about 20 minutes, which I think is pretty good. Like, that's pretty good watch time. 20 minutes, I think, is like what any YouTuber can aim for on a video that's 6 hours long. Like, if you skip towards the end, I just sound the most dead anybody can sound. Let's just kind of turn this away. Let's see what we can do here. It's just kind of... I wanted to put... seeing how long I can drive realistically in BeamNG Drive. But, yeah, I made, like, a thumbnail saying, like, or how long it will take for me to go insane, or however long it takes. I forgot what the thumbnail said. But, yeah, I forgot what it said, but, anyways. Yeah, I just wanted to check, like, see what it actually... But, what am I saying? Okay, I made a thumbnail with the wrong title name in mind. That's what I was saying. They're trying to say that. Yes. How am I already losing my mind? But anyways, yeah, I made the thumbnail with the wrong title, and stuff, so I had to. I wanted to say how long can I drive in BeamNG without going insane, or how long I can realistically drive in BeamNG without going insane. That's what I wanted to make the title, but you know, I think I put or dot 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 or going insane, but oh well. I actually like the Burnside. I don't like any of the other older cars in this game because I find them way too much of a boat or sports car. The Burnside is just the right amount of boat, as you can see by me struggling to stay in a straight line. Yeah, I mean, the brakes, once you acknowledge that you got to trust that they will do nothing for you, you could be pretty confident. And boop. So simple. Just got 2 stalks, no buttons on the steering wheel. There might be a horn in there somewhere. No airbag. Dang, I was only going around that turn at 20 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour, and it just understeered. That's great. Ooh, this hill's going to be fun. See if it will even downshift. Whoa, yikes. Downshift, I dare you. Downshift, I dare you. There you go. Right as we hit the crest of the hill, you actually downshifted. Congratulations. The transmission in this thing is absolutely horrendous. I'm pretty sure there's the drag variant of this car. The drag transmission, I'm sure, will just work fluidly. It probably won't, because it's probably just tuned for drag racing. It probably won't ever downshift, but you know. Like that guy in the SUV up there, they're like, yeah, I got quite a boat in this thing. No. You don't even know boatiness until you've driven in a Burnside, man. But like the Blue Buck, I don't like the Blue Buck. I don't know why. I don't like the interior. I don't like much of it. Like I love the way the interior is crafted. This also, my oil temperature is very high, which I don't exactly understand. But ooh, don't spin tires. Come on, let's just kind of climb on this mountain. Actually, let's go back towards the shore, because I actually kind of want to finish the stream there. Or I could just actually go up to the gas station. Let's go up to the gas station. I don't know how long it will take us to get there. Yeah, the oil temperature is actually fairly hot, which I'm quite confused by. Coolant's fine, but oil's quite up there, which I'm slightly confused by. I know this car doesn't really have the best cooling system, but it should be able to handle daily driving. I'm going the speed limit, remember, I mean, a little over the speed limit, 10 miles over the speed limit. I'm pretty sure, like, what, you can go 5 miles over the speed limit legally? Oh, well. Oh, gosh, the brakes are so suspicious on this thing. Like, there's so much body roll driving a bright paint Burnside. Warn it. No tire spin. That's how weak this engine is. It has a V8, making about 160 something horsepower. Might be 180, I'm not sure. It's brilliant AI here. I love how much visibility I have. I can actually see the stop sign. It's a miracle. Also, can somebody tell me why people in real life creep forward ever so slightly like that every time they're at a stop sign, like, or a stoplight? You're gonna stop, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Okay, good. You can never trust the BeamNG. This is the wrong way. You can never trust the BeamNG AI. Yep, I need to turn the other way. Oh well. We might not be able to make it there. It's already 58. We got 2 minutes to make it back to the gas station. Alright, we're gonna be putting this car through its paces a little bit. Come on. Okay, so it's this way. Gotta stick the nose out quite a bit to see over and out of the road. A car I would actually really like to drive is a smart car. Now, I think smart cars are, I would have to assume, are fairly unsafe if you got hit in the front anywhere, but besides, like, you know, a wreck or something, I think a smart car would actually be a fairly good first car because you have no nose on that thing. So you can basically crawl up as close as you want to a stop sign and not have to worry about, you know, the massive hood sticking out and possibly blocking traffic or hitting a car or something. We got 1 minute to make it to the station. I don't... We can still make it to the station, let's go! That was not my fault, right? They would be getting sued, right? Right? They'd be getting screwed. They just pull out right in front of me. I don't have no fancy ABS brakes, alright? My tires just went a skidding. We can make it there. We just gotta kind of floor it. Let the Eagles sing or whatever out of this car or whatever. Yeah, it's already 1 a.m. Oh well. Understeer massively on the turn. Oh, okay. Possible public property damage, that's fine. Alright, we can just beam past this guy. That's gonna be a pole. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, a little bit of counter steer, that's just fine. I don't even care anymore. I'm just trying to make it back to the gas station so I can start where we... No, finish where we started. That's the word I was looking for there. Okay, come on, just make it there. I don't know if the car can make it there or not. I'm flooring it right now, or barely able to maintain 60. Can't maintain 60, I take that back. I think it might be in second right now, which is its highest gear. Because Americans in the 1960s, they just needed that lovely automatic transmission. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we just go straight, make a turn. Well, it's actually been quicker to go the other route, I think. I might actually still have a functional car. So far, I've not actually damaged any vehicles besides the one that pulled out in front of me. But, I mean, whatever. Okay, possible braking, maybe? There we go, possible braking has been applied. This was just a test stream, by the way. I just wanted to see if I could actually stream without the game crashing or computer crashing, which I have successfully done. The computer is very hot and toasty right now. Did not hit that car still, a miracle. So I'll take it as I've never wrecked into anybody. Yeah, I'll just take it as I've never wrecked into any vehicles. If I can even make it to the gas station, which who knows at this point. We must abide by the laws of traffic. Also, I need a turn here, so, you know. Just kind of, okay. I know no traffic will spawn because that guy's there. Alright, we've almost made it. 2 minutes late. That's fine. Yeah. We've made it back. In one piece. Let's just rip her right on into the place right here. Put her in R. And just kind of back it on up. Oh! Stupid. It's putting stuff right there where we can hit it. That's... I think I have a calm shifter automatic. I'm pretty sure 3 speeds also a calm shifter. Because it's American. And American doesn't... Oh, gosh. Well, we made it. Back where we started. Uh-huh. Well, what is that? Trim? Okay. We made it back where we started in a somewhat damaged vehicle. I'm taking that as a win. I'm going to be ending the stream here because, yeah, this has kind of been a disaster, but well. Thanks to the one random viewer that appeared and then immediately disappeared. Yep, I'm just going to be skedaddling. If only stuff could go this smoothly in Flight Simulator X. I'm also going to try, what is it, F3, I think is my stop recording button. Let's see if that actually stops recording it or not. Have you stopped recording? The frame rate went up, but the CPU is still pretty high. I don't think it stopped recording yet. Oh no. Oh no. Has it stopped recording? Negative, boss. Negative, it hasn't. Alright, let's just turn it off via OBS so you can see everything. Goodbye, cruel. I should probably stop it via YouTube. Alright, goodbye, cruel world. Yep, goodbye.